So first what you do is you make sure that you cut the top of your storage container, but you don't want to cut the whole thing. You want to start there and kind of leave that ridge. So let's start cutting. Cut there. And you just want to let your box cutter slide down. It's a regular box cutter. Be careful not to cut your fingers. Use safety at all times.
Wash your pants.
Don't cut your pants. And it doesn't have to be an exact straight line unless you're a straight craftsman and you want everything to be perfect. If so, then you might want to use some power tools. But soil is going to be on top of this, so it's not going to be a big deal. It's still going to look good. But this is what you want. And now this will fit right on top of your storage container. Okay, so this is when you cut it. It's better to have more than to have less. If you cut it too short, it'll be no good. Notice we double plied the landscape fabric because this kind of it's not the very expensive landscape fabric. It's not very thick. It doesn't have to be because we're just building earth boxes with it. It's not going on the ground, so we're going to double layer it. It's very important that you make sure that your landscape fabric is resting at least about an inch from off the bottom of your container, especially if you're doing salad greens. If you're doing other plants that require more water, then you want even a larger water reservoir. So you want the soil to be suspended above the bottom of the container. That's very important. If you don't, then your soil will get too saturated, it become waterlogged, and your plants will kind of drown in the water that you give to it. Now you just staple. What you want to do is make sure that you put enough staples in there to fasten the landscape fabric to the actual plastic container. You never can use too many staples. You don't want your staples to be too long though, because they may stick you when you grab underneath of your container. So keep your staples to about an 1/8 inch long. And we're just using a regular handheld staple. You could use an electric staple, but regular handheld staple will do the job. Now that you put your staples into your earth box, you have them about a little 1.25 inch apart. You know, if you know that you want it to last longer, your landscape fabric is a little thin, you make it double ply, put some more staples in it. More is better than less. So now that you have it all stapled up, you want to make a little incision there because you need to put your pour pipe in there. So we're going to go ahead and keep it green and use bamboo, which pretty much lasts forever, doesn't rot, renewable material. Just put one little cut in there, that should work. Make sure you get through both pieces of landscape fabric. There you go. Now what you want to do is drill some holes in the side of your bamboo so that you can attach it, so just that it stays stable after you put your soil in. So we're just going to take a little drill bit. This is about a 1/8 inch bit. You don't really want to use anything bigger than a 1/4 inch. This is bamboo, so we kind of want to drill it slowly so it doesn't split the bamboo. Now to attach your PVC pipe or your bamboo pipe, you need to drill a hole in the side so that we can secure it with a piece of string, tie wire, or zip tie. Now that you've put a hole in your bamboo pipe or PVC pipe, you'll use your zip tie and you'll run it through that hole, through the hole that you put on the side of your earth box, and through the landscape fabric that you cut. Now, this should be the finished earth box here. You can go in and put your lid back on it. To secure it, you can run maybe one staple in each corner. And that's it. Now you can go ahead and make your soil mix.